Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Sigma Academy. So today I am going to explain about inequalities. So now inequalities. So these are the properties of basic inequalities, basic properties of inequalities. Okay. So now if A is less than or equal to B, so where A comma B belongs to R, that is A is less than or equal to B and A comma B belongs to R. Then what does it mean? So that is either A equals to B or A will be less than B. So A less than or equal to B means A equals to B or A less than B. So now if I add some constant K where K belongs to R. So for this inequality 1, if I add plus K and plus K on both sides, even then the inequality remains the same. The inequality never changes. So if I subtract on both sides, okay, the inequality again remains the same. The inequality never changes. If k is greater than 0, if the constant is greater than 0, and if I multiply to this first inequality, again then the inequality remains the same. So again this is ka less than or equal to k into b. If k is greater than 0, this must be point. So where k is greater than 0, you should remember this. If k is greater than 0, only then the inequality remains. What if k is less than 0? If k is less than 0, then the inequality changes. Here it was less than or equal to, now you get it got changed to greater than or equal to. If k is less than 0, that is if a number is negative, if I multiply on both sides, then it changes, the inequality changes. If a is greater, a comma b both are greater than 0, if a and b, so now this is new one, that is a comma b are greater than 0 and a is less than b and a is less than b. The inequality here is less than, a is less than b. Now a power r will be less than b power r. The inequality remains same. If r is greater than 0, the power which we are applying, that must be greater than 0. If the power is less than 0, the inequality changes, that becomes a power r greater than b power r. So these are the basic properties of inequalities, friends, to be remembered. Okay. So now next, finding x square. Finding x square for a given values of x, for a given values of x. So we know if x is equal to 2, if x is equal to 2, then what is x square? X square is, so what do? We just square on both sides, that is x square will be 4. If x equal to minus 2, then what? X square will be again minus 2 square, that is 4. Here what was it happening? Here it was, the condition was equal. The here x was only 2, x is equal to 2, that means x value has only one value, that is 2. So if I square, I will get 4 directly. So what about if x belongs to, so more values, that is 2 to 4. So this is an interval, friend, this is an interval. So now whenever you get to find x square, so do in this way. So this is the easier way. So draw a number line. So here it is 2 and here it is 4. So x values are these values. So x belongs to these values. X belongs to these values, friends. So I will draw it properly. So x belongs to these values from here to here, 2 to 4. What are the values we get? These are the values of x. X belongs to 2 to 4. So now if I square here, what it will be? So here it will be 2 square is 4 and 4 square is 16. So now x square is this. So x square will be belong to now 4 to 16. So 4 to 16. If I want to write it in inequalities, how do they give it? So x is less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 4. So now x square is what? Less than or equal to 16, less than or equal to 4. Simple, right? So now next, let us try the another one. So here what was, there was no problem because both were greater than 0. Both were greater than 0. So now, what if both are less than 0? What if both are less than 0? So now x belongs to minus 4 to minus 2. X belongs to minus 4 to minus 2. That is x is less than or equal to minus 2 and greater than or equal to minus 4. These are the values of x. So now if I square on both sides, will the inequality remain same? So now, so draw a number line. So now here it is minus 4, here it is minus 2. So these are the x values. So now if I square, what happens? This will be 16 and this will be 4. 2 square is 4 minus 4 square is 16. So now in number line, the small value comes first and the greater value comes after that, right? After the small value. But here it is 16 to 4. So this is wrong. So we have to interchange this. So that is 4 to 16. This is the proper representation of number line. So here it was wrong. So that's why when I square here, when I square this, what do I get? I get x square less than or equal to, I get 16 here and 4. So in general, what can I write? If a comma b both are less than 0 and x less than or equal to b and less than or equal to a, then what about x square? X square will be, so this shifts to that side and this comes to here. So that will be b square and a square. That's what happened here, right? So here, so x was less than or equal to minus b, this was b and this was a. So now it became b square became on the left hand side and a square became on the right hand side, isn't it, friend? So we should, this is the easy way to find the square values of x, So now next, so we saw two cases where both a and b were greater than 0 and a and b both were less than 0. What if one is greater than 0 and one is less than 0? That is, a is negative and b is positive. A is negative and b is positive. What if a is negative and b is positive? So how can we solve that? If a is negative and b is positive, a less than 0, b greater than 0. So first, for example, x is belong to minus 2 to 4. So now draw the number line minus 2. So whenever we have negative and positive, so in between we have 0, right? So 0, now it is 4. So now x belongs to minus 2 to 4. So if I square, how can I write it in the inequalities by using inequalities? So x belongs to minus 2 to 4. By using the inequalities, it will be x less than or equal to 4 and greater than or equal to minus 2. On number line, this is the representation. If I square, now what it will be? 0 square is 0, minus 2 square is 4 and 4 square is 16. So now x belongs to what? X belongs to 0 to 16 and 0 to 4. So 0 to 16, 0 to 4. So between 0 to 16 there is also 4, right? 0 to 4 is also included here. So no need to write it again. Here this part is already included here. This part. So 0 to 4 is already included in 0 to 16. So no need to write it twice. So that's why we can write 0 to 16. Therefore, x is less than or equal to 16 and less than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. So this is how we find x square values, x square. So now again we'll solve one more question, that is x is less than minus 3, x less than minus 3, finding x square, find x square for the given x values, that is x is less than minus 3. Here what is telling, x is less than minus 3. So again draw the number line. So minus 3 will be here. Here it is minus infinity. X is less than minus 3. Less than minus 3 means all these values. So less than minus 3. So now if I square this part, what will I get? So negative square minus 3 square will be 9. Negative infinity square will be positive infinity. So it is infinity. So 9 to infinity. So now this representation is wrong. So I should represent this in this way, 9 to infinity. 9 to infinity. After squaring, we get only positive values. Before x values, what are the x values? X values are minus 3 to minus infinity. X values are minus 3 to minus infinity. If I square these values, all negative values will be again positive values. So that's why I am representing it in this way. So 9 to infinity. Proper representation is 9 to infinity. In exam, no need to represent these all. So directly I will get the idea, that is x square is from 9 to infinity. So x square is what? Greater than 9. X square is greater than 9. Isn't it, friend? So this is the easy method to find x square values. So what students do is, if x is less than minus 3, what do? They just square on both sides. So that is x square less than minus 3 square, that is x square is less than 9. So this is wrong, friend. So what did we get? We got x square greater than 9. This is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. But after, if I directly square, what do I get? I get wrong answer, that is x square less than 9. So directly applying power is not allowed in inequalities. In inequalities, don't just directly apply the power. You draw a number line and then you solve it. Okay, friends? So don't just directly apply the power which you need. Now, so values of 1 by x, finding 1 by x, finding 1 by x for a given values of x, finding 1 by x. So now, if a is less than b, sorry, x, if a is less than x less than b. So here we have few cases, friends. So that is first case, a comma b greater than 0. If both are greater than 0, if both are greater than 0, so then what it will be? 1 by x values. So these are the x values. X values are from a to b. I need 1 by x value. So what will be the value of 1 by x if x values are from a to b? That is the question, friend, actually. So now the first case is, if a comma b both are greater than 0, if both are positive, then what will be 1 by x? 1 by x will be, we can directly write, that is 1 by a 1 by b, 1 by a 1 by b. So now next, if both are less than 0, if both are less than 0, then what happens? If both are less than 0, then it is, so here what it was, a less than x less than b. Now if both are less than 0, again it will be 1 by b less than x less than 1 by a. For both signs, if both the values signs are same, if a and b are positive and b are negative, b and a and b both are negative, then the value will be same, 1 by b less than 1 by x less than 1 by a, 1 by b less than 1 by x. This is, so we are finding for 1 by x, 1 by x, friend. So 1 by x, 1 by x. So 1 by b less than 1 by x less than 1 by a. These are the values of 1 by x. So what if a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0? How to solve when a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0? If a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0, how to solve when a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0? So x less than a less than b. Now here a is less than 0, a is negative and b is positive, then we should split the inequality. So now from a less than x less than 0 and 0 less than x less than b, we should split the inequality. Here x can't be equal to 0, x can't be equal to 0, because if x is equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, then what about 1 by x? 1 by x will be 1 by 0, that is not defined. So when finding 1 by x, we should remember that x can't be equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, then 1 by x will be not defined, that is 1 by 0 is not defined. So that's why I am splitting at the point 0. I am splitting at the point 0. So now a is less than 0, so I should consider all the negative values. This is 0, so 0 minus, I am considering only the negative values. I am not considering 0, I am not considering 0, I am considering less than 0, that is negative values. And here b is positive, I'm considering all the positive values from 0 to b. I don't want 0, I want positive values after 0, that is positive values. So that's why I'm writing in this way. So now here this is a and this is b, both are negative, both are negative. What about both? When both are negative, a is less than 0 and b is less than 0. If both are negative, then directly take the reciprocal, 1 by 0 less than x less than 1 by, sorry, 1 by x less than 1 by a. This is 0 so less than, this is negative. I want only negative values, I don't want 0. So negative value, 1 by 0, 1 by 0 is infinity, so 1 by 0, that is minus infinity, less than 1 by x less than 1 by a. So now what about 0 less than x less than b? 0 less than x less than b. So now if I take the reciprocal, here both are positive, a b greater than 0. So here 0 plus is greater than 0, not 0. So b is also greater than 0, b is greater than 0. So now if I take the reciprocal, what do I get? 1 by b less than 1 by x less than 1 by 0 plus 1 by 0 plus. So 1 by b less than 1 by x less than, that is 1 by 0 plus. 1 by 0 plus is infinity. 1 by 0 plus is infinity. Therefore now what about 1 by x value? 1 by x values are 1 by x belongs to minus infinity to 1 by a union 1 by b to infinity. These are the values of x when a and b have opposite sign. When a and b have opposite sign, a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0. So a less than x, b x less than b. So we should split this at 0. We should split this inequality at 0. So a less than x less than 0, negative. So I am considering only negative values. Here I am considering only positive values. I don't want 0. So at 0, if x is 0, what about 1 by x? 1 by x is not defined. So that's why I am not considering 0. So here both are negative. A is already negative. 0 minus means less than 0. That are again negative. When both are negative, if I take the reciprocal, what do I get? 1 by x as 1 by 0 minus 1 by a. 1 by 0 minus is minus infinity. 1 by x, 1 by a. And here 0 plus to b. All positive values from 0 to b. From 0 to b except 0, not including 0. So here both are positive. Here both are positive. If I take the reciprocal, what do I get? 1 by b less than 1 by x less than 1 by 0 plus 1 by b less than x 1 by x less than infinity. So 1 by x can be from here to here or from here to here. So that is union. X 1 by x belongs to, these are the values of 1 by x when x is from a to b, where a and b are of opposite sign. Okay friends, these are the basic things to be remembered while solving inequalities. Okay friends, now in the next lecture I will solve few questions based on these properties which I have explained already. Thank you.